What's up everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you the top 9 items that sold in the category of pants. Every week I shoot a video like this that focuses on one category and one category alone. That way you can focus. I also take viewer questions and... Hold on one second.
Are those my pants?
Yeah, sorry Bruce.
Just put them back where you found them. And I gotta go. I got a date. And it's our third date, if you know what I mean.
Alright broski, score one for the boys. And in videos like this, I answer viewer questions and look at comments that are entertaining so that you guys can check them out. So if you ever have a question or have an opinion, leave it in the comments below and we'll see if it makes it to the video. And let's take a look at the first sale, including all the keywords. Levi's 511 38x30 men's black slim skinny jean denim pants work cotton dark wash. Crazy, right? First, let me point out, these are 38x30 slim skinny jean. There's nothing skinny about these jeans. If you're 38 by 30, that means you're short and big, bruh. You gotta eat better food and you gotta exercise. Let's get that out of the way. And look at what I paid for these. I paid $9. They sold for $29.22, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything else is taken into account, I made $25.67. So these made that much money. They sold for $29.22 because they were new with tags. If they're not new, you're not going to make $29. On average, you're going to get anywhere from $22 to about $28 depending on the style. But 511, so people tell me, like online, is that they're kind of going out because skinny is not in anymore. So what you should be looking for is something more straight leg or baggy. But then again, I'm not a fashionista. So don't listen to me. Go to Pinterest and look at what's in because I'm definitely not in. And let's take the first question. At Tina Misdemeanor. Tina, that was a good one. Crack me up. Is your warehouse climate controlled? My indoor warehouse closet is full and I need to move to my garage. I'm worried about dirt, bugs, and condensation in the baggies. I'm in Arkansas and we are as hot as hell right now and it will get colder than a witch's tits in a brass bra in winter. Oh man, that's a good one. And no, my warehouse is not climate controlled. Unless you have something like contraceptives, anything made with tomato or any food for that matter, baby formula, things that really could go bad with heat, don't worry about it. I mean, what's going to happen to the clothing? It'll get hot and, you know, the sweaty bags and they won't get sweaty. I've had my stuff there for a long time and we're in Texas. Here, it gets up to like 105. So you don't have to worry about that. When it comes to bugs and anything else that is coming into the garage, my recommendation is that you spray for that shit because, yeah, that can be a problem. I get crickets, spiders, other things. They don't come in, but I get them here around the house. But because I spray, they're totally fine. So you can go ahead and put your stuff there and not worry about it. And on to the next sale. Duluth Trading Jeans 36x36 men's ballroom double flex relaxed light wash denim. And this is a twofer. Check this one out too. These are the black version of the same thing. Now, the best size for jeans, for men's jeans, is always going to be 34 by 32 because that's the average size. However, if you notice, these are 36 by 36. That means that mofo, whoever bought it, was huge, super tall. And look, I paid $9 for these and I sold them for $29.73, $9.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I made $26.48. That means that I made, $17 in profit. Now, Duluth Trading Jeans won't always sell for 29 bucks. So you got to be careful. They're going to sell for a little bit less, 24 to 25, sometimes $22. But I got $29 because I'm selling these 36 by 36. If you think about it, they're going to be hard to find. Nobody ever wants to pick them up because they won't sell because they're too big. But if you have them, that means that you get to dictate the market price. So do I recommend you pick up huge sizes all the time? Not all the time, but in this case, they worked out and I sold 2 of them. And it wasn't even to the same dude. Next question, at Michael Gibbs 9695. I have a similar system, but instead of shelves, I am using filing cabinets. I'm in Arizona and it can be super dusty. I was distracted by the reflective barrier you have put in your garage door. Has it helped with the heat in your garage? I have been watching videos trying to decide how to reduce the heat, and this was the way I was thinking of going. Thanks, Michaela. I'm assuming that says Michaela. Okay, what you see in my garage is definitely very thick insulation that I went to buy at Home Depot. Look, they sell kits for double doors, like if you have a 4-car garage, 2-car garage, or even 1-car garage. But those kits are super expensive. So what I did was that I just went to Home Depot and I got big sheets or like big rolls of insulation, and then I cut them to size. And to put them up on there, what I did is that I put the insulation up first, and then I put the reflective barrier, and all I did was buy black Gorilla duct tape and taped it on there, and they haven't moved. They work really well. There's two things you got to watch out for though. The insulation, if you get it really, really thick, it'll protect you better for sure, but it won't fit into the garage door, into the slots, and it'll stick out too much, so they're gonna bulge out like you see in mine. So instead of doing that, get it just a little bit smaller to where it's almost flush, and that way you can still put the reflective barrier on there, and it helps a ton. And I can tell you that it does help because I work out in there, and it is super hot sometimes still because it's like 105, but not as hot as it would have been. All you need is just a big fan to circulate the air, and it works just fine. And here we have Ariat Rebar M4 men's jeans, 36 by 36. Just as big as the other dude that bought the other ones. I think actually he bought this one in one of the Duluth Trading Company. Relaxed boot cut, dark blue wash. And this is a threefer. Look, we also have the Ariat FR M5 Slim Straight, 42 by 34. And we have the Ariat Rebar M4 Low Rise Boot Cut, 40 by 34. I paid $4, $4, and $9 for each. And on average, they sold for $33.13 plus $9.99 shipping. After fees and everything is taken into account, I made $29.54. That is an excellent pickup. Now, let me be very specific about Ariat. Not all Ariat jeans will bring in this money. Some of them bring in way less than this, 25, 24, 20, and it looks like the market is starting to tank a little bit. But if you get the good ones like these, the boot cut is always a great cut to get. Also, if you get the FR, which is the fire retardant ones, those are also great to get. You will get good money for them. I do recommend Ariat because they are great jeans. They're going to be more Western wear, and Western wear sells really well. Next question at Laura Christine 1498 asks, I am very curious, how do you add the shipping amount when an item is sold with plus shipping? How is the weight calculated, especially with breakables and oversized items? Is it calculated after it's been packed then weighed, and then the shipping is added to the invoice? Or does the customer know in advance of purchasing an item what the cost of shipping will be? Excellent question. Because you're asking this, I'm going to assume that you're fairly new to shipping through eBay or through anywhere else. This is normally how it works. If you're using the calculated shipping option, that means that on the back end, your listing has to have measurements and a weight so that the system can calculate that and present it to the customer when they're viewing the listing. A customer is going to go, let's just say they're going to go see this online, and you have it for sale for $10, and then it's going to calculate how much it costs from the item location to where the customer is at. And it'll add on the shipping cost along with your price. So they're always going to see it first, because then it would be crazy if, let's just say that they bought this for $10 and then afterwards they get an invoice for $50 because, the shipping was $40. Then nobody would buy at that point. They wouldn't use eBay. So eBay does this beforehand. One thing to remember, if this is a 4x4, let's just say that you measure when you're listing, it's a 4x4x4, and you think it's about 2 pounds. You're like, okay, well, you put in 4x4x4, 2 pounds. If it ends up being that you can't ship it in a box like that because it's too small and you want to protect it better because you know it's going to break, if you upgrade to a 6x6x6, now it's going to be bigger dimensions and heavier weight. Let's just say that it used to cost you $10 to ship, but now because you upgraded the weight, it costs $15. The customer got quoted $10. And then you have to pay $15. That means you have to pay the difference. And the customer has nothing to do with that. You're not going to invoice them. You're not going to do any of that. You have to pay it out of pocket because you fucked up. You need to put in the right dimensions and the right weight when you're doing your listings. So as a general rule, if it's a 4x4x4, add 1 to 2 inches to the sides, depending on how well you pack. And maybe like half a pound or a quarter of a pound. Let's just say, for example, for this, a quarter of a pound more in weight because of packing materials like bubble wrap or any paper. That's it. Hope that helps. Next sale, Patagonia Hiking Men's 34 Pants, Outdoor Blue Lightweight Sports Zipper Nylon. These are awesome pants. I love selling Patagonia. It's a great brand. It's very outdoorsy. It looks amazing. And if you notice the keywords, I put lightweight, pockets, zipper. When people are buying pants like this that are for hiking and walking around and being out in the woods, zipper pockets are a huge deal. So add that on as a keyword because sometimes you have keys or you have your phone or your wallet or a first aid kit or whatever, and you don't want it to fall. Maybe you're rock scrambling and you don't want it to come out of your pocket. So zippered pockets are a huge deal. And I paid, what does that say? I paid $9, sold them for $25.49, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I made $21.12. That means I made $12.12 in profit. That's an excellent return. I put in $9 and I get $12 back. I'll take it every day. Patagonia is a very good brand, but I do have to give you a heads up. If you're buying new with tags, let's just say if you're doing retail arbitrage, like at an outlet mall or at the regular mall, or even if you find something that has new with tags, if you put it up on eBay, it is very likely, a lot of the times, Patagonia is going to take it down. I don't know if they're in the official Vero list. I guess I should have checked before I made the video, but I didn't. So just go and check the Vero list. But I know that they've taken one down from me before. But it was only the new with tags. All the used ones I've been able to sell. Next question. At Promo Andrew 6331 asks, any advice on titles for eBay? Did you use anything to make your titles, or how do you come up with yours? Thank you for all your help. Excellent question. And I'm not going to answer this now because I have a video coming up on Wednesday that will tell you everything you need to know about how to hack the eBay algorithm so that you can get more sales. It includes titles. It includes things in the body, the description, something about pricing. It has a lot of information, so stay tuned. Here we have Columbia zip-off pants, men's 30x34 black cargo, activewear, Omni Shade Sun Protect. I bought them for $0, sold them for $21.24, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything is taken into account, I made $17.94. These I got for $0 because these were mine. I can tell you right now that Columbia is not going to sell really well. It's not going to sell fast because there's so much out there. But when you see zip-off pants, Columbia or anything else, they almost always sell super fast. People love zip-off pants. And by zip-off, I mean that you can take the legs off and they become shorts. They work really well for hiking. They work really well for the outdoors. If you're fishing, if you're doing pretty much anything, zip-offs are really nice. Also, because they're cargo pants, people want to buy them all the time. They just love to put stuff in their pockets. If you're out hiking, again, you can use it to put your phone, your keys, your wallet, whatever you want. These sell. Next question. At Big John Tech Reviews 4807 asks, great informational video, bro. What size clear bins in your warehouse and where did you get them? Peace. What's up, John? Well, I jotted this down because I don't remember. A lot of the times, I don't remember things because my brain doesn't work that way. 24 in length, 16 wide, 13 and 7/8 high. And they're Sterilite. Let me say something that I said in another video and somebody called it out because they were cracking up. Do not buy shitty bins. Don't go to Harbor Freight and buy a bunch of crap bins from who knows where. Buy Sterilite or something similar that lasts. And I'll give you a few reasons. Reason number one, because they last. I've had mine since 2017. And those suckers, they're not broken, they're not chipped, they're not anything. They work perfectly well and they carry all of my product. Second reason, you don't want to be buying shit over and over again. If you buy the cheap bins, they're going to break and you're going to have to buy new ones. Third reason, always think of your tools as long-term investments. You always have to think long-term. If you buy the shitty things, trust me, they're going to break on you. You're going to be pissed off. It's going to slow you down and you're going to have to be investing over and over again. I know that a lot of you are like, well, I want to save money. Like, I get it. Save money somewhere else. When it comes to tools, don't skimp out. Buy the good shit. Next item, Kavu men's pants, large 10, khaki belted, chili whack, adventure pants, hiking, camping. First of all, I had never heard of Kavu pants, but when I saw them, I said, these feel good. They have a web belt built in. They look nice. And I said, nah, these got to be something. And look, I paid $9 for them. I sold them for $20.89. I sent out an offer for these. $8.99 shipping. And they brought in $18.04. That means I doubled my money. The Kavu pants look really nice and they look very plain. So you would never see them or you would never think to look at them when they're out and about. Look at the logo. If you notice right there on the belt, it says Kavu. It's got a little mountain. It's got a red dot. That's the logo. Look for that. And also, if you look at the keywords, it says belted chili whack adventure pants. Chili whack was the model name. And then I put belted because people are looking for belted. Almost always when anybody is going hiking, they want belted pants so that they don't have to put on their leather belt or they don't have to go and buy another belt. Web belts work really well for exercise, and that's what these are used for. Next question, at El Rivera 3099. Hola, can you show us how to ship some of these odd-shaped items like golf clubs? Me encantan tus videos. Soy de Puerto Rico, retirados del Army, viviendo en San Antonio. Saludos. Oye, no hago videos así porque está bien papita, está bien fácil. Lo único que tienes que hacer, vete para Half Price Boxes en San Antonio y cómprate esta. 48.25, 4x4. Si te compras esa, nomás ábrela. Agarras el palo del golf, le metes bubble wrap en la cabeza, lo metes hasta abajo, lo cierras, lo cortas para que esté chaparrita, para ahorrarte dinero cuando estás haciendo las dimensiones. Y es todo. Está bien fácil. Cualquier otra cosa lo puedes hacer igual. Y hay unos YouTubers que te dicen, no, es que pues agarra una caja y la pones, la cortas y las haces así flat para que te ahorres. Es puro pedo. Se tarda un chingo y no necesitas hacer eso. Nomás compra la caja. Cuestan como unos 50 más o menos. Y se la agregas al precio del palo de golf. Thank you for your patience. In translation, I said, I don't do videos like that for golf clubs because it's very easy. Go and buy yourself this box, 48.25 by 4x4. If you buy this box, all you have to do is open it up, put bubble wrap on the golf club head, throw it in there, cut it to size, and seal it. And you want to cut it to size to save on shipping, on dimensions. But that's it. There's other YouTubers that will tell you, oh, you get a box and so you can lay it flat and it's cheaper. And you know what? That is a bunch of shit because that's going to take you longer. So you're wasting time doing unnecessary things. These do cost money though. They're $1.50 a piece, but you can just add that to the price. Plus, and this is a big plus, when the customer gets it, they trust you more. Why? Because it is in a nice box, not some flat thing that you sent. The box is like, oh man, it's awesome. They take it out. They're going to be happy. No returns, no bad reviews, and maybe they'll come back and buy more golf clubs from you. Next sale, Brooks Brothers Clark Patchwork Pants, men's 40 by 30, 28-inch actual size. Madras plaid flat front. Man, I got these for $4, sold them for $43.44, $8.99 shipping, and it has VAT taxes. That means it went international. And after fees and everything is taken into account, I made $40.04. There's a couple of things here. Number one, always turn on your eBay international shipping because, as you can see there, I sell international. Number two, whoever is wearing these, a 40 by 30, bro, I commend you, man. Because these, first of all, they're ugly ass pants. They're patchwork. I mean, they're just so ugly. And you're already a big dude like that. So you know what? Good for you, bro. Don't let anybody keep you down. Don't let anybody make fun of you. You just be like, hey, you wear them with pride. It's all good. And third, if you notice, it says 40 by 30. And then next to it, I put in 28 inches. The reason for that, because they already know that it's not real world 40 by 30. That they're actually 28 inches. They either were shorter or they hemmed them or whatever. I started doing this because I got 2 returns for some Bonobos pants that the guy said, hey man, they're 30, they say 32, but when I measured them, they were 29. And I said, okay, but I put that in the description and he didn't care. So now I'm adding it to the title. If you do this, it'll save you a lot of returns. So try it out. Next question, actually next comment. At Carrie Nyling 4164. No shitty bins. Great video, thanks. This is what I was talking about. I had another video that I'm going to link below that I said, no shitty bins. Don't buy shit product. Buy good product because it lasts longer. I just wanted to crack up with that. Next sale, this is a twofer. Under Armour Windbreaker track pants, men's large gray, heat gear lined, ankle zip loose. And Nike Fit Windbreaker Athletic men's 2XL pants, training sweatpants, dry sport. These cost me on average, one of them was $1, the other one was $3.72. Let's just call it $3 for each of these. I sold them on average for $19, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything is taken into account, I made $16.18. That is $15 in profit. These pants or these kinds of pants I love to sell, especially the ones that are lined. Even in the summer they sell because people use them for basketball, for training, when they're trying to lose weight because you sweat a lot. I've never not sold them. But these are slow movers. These took about maybe a month and a half to sell, which is not the fastest move. But if I put in $3 and then I get 15 back, I'm fine waiting about a month and a half. So I do recommend them. Just don't get all kinds of brands. Nike sells well, Adidas sells well, Under Armour sells well, and Top of my head, I don't remember the rest, but I get a few kinds of pants. But this type is good to pick up. Next question, at user, all those letters. Bro, I'm not going to say all those letters. You need to get a better handle. Hey, I'm curious about your SKUs. Do you have your cost of goods showing on your listings? I'm trying to keep track of everything, and I really appreciate your video. That is an excellent question. And I do have a lot of information, but it's on the back end. So it's not shown to the customer. It's only shown to me. And I'll give you a reason why I do that. First off, if you go to the listing, there is a space where it says custom SKU label. That is the space that I use to put all the information, and it has three things. First and foremost, it has location. If it's hard goods, it has a bin location like B2.2. If it's soft goods, it has a number or the next number in the sequence, for example, 801. The second thing on there is date. That means it has the first time that I listed it on there. So for example, if it says 6/3/22, that means that I've had that sucker in my inventory for 2 years and I really need to look at getting rid of it. And then the third thing it has is cost of goods. So I have all that information at the touch of my fingers, and I'll explain why this is so important. Let's just say I'm out with the family, or I'm buying, or I'm sourcing, or I'm doing whatever, and I'm not here at home available to where I can see how much I paid for things and I can see receipts and all that. The back end has all that information so that I can haggle. If somebody sends me an offer, now I'm able to see, oh, I paid $5 for this. They're sending a $20 offer and I've had it for 6 months. Sell that shit. Just get rid of it. Who cares? Accept the offer and get it done. So that's what I use it for. Next sale, Nike golf pants 34x32, royal blue, golf modern dry fit, stretch lightweight sports. And this is a twofer. Also here you have Adidas golf sport pants, men's 32x32 black sports, lightweight flat front. I bought each of these for, let's see, $9 for one, $4 for the other one. What is that? $13 divided by 2. That's about $6.50. I sold each for an average price of $22.09, $8.99 shipping. I made $18.34. That means I made $12 in profit for each of these. I love selling golf pants, especially the blue ones from Nike. Those things, that color sells really well because it looks nice on the golf course. A lot of guys don't want to be in black. First of all, it's very hot. So they want white, blue, green, or any like ostentatious color. That's what they want to use. Golf pants sell really well. Just make sure you add the keywords flat front, or if they're dry fit, or if they have some type of technology, because guys really want to know that when they're buying the pants. Other brands that sell well in golf pants are Under Armour, Peter Millar, and a few others that I can't remember right now. Next question at Brenda LeBlanc 7047. I love your videos, always informative and entertaining. I hope you will do one on how to track sales and inventory, sort of like an accounting video. I'm still trying to figure out the best method for this. Peace. Great question. I can tell you right now that I'm going to disappoint you because I don't do things that almost everybody else does. I've seen videos on, I have this Excel sheet and every time that I get home and I punch all this information in and I do all these kind of things, or I pay a service to give me all that information. I punch everything in my ROI and my returns and all my cost of goods. And I don't do that. And there's a few reasons why I don't do that. Number one, when it comes to my eBay store or my used products, I just want to know what is coming in, how many products I bought for the month, how much I spend in cost of goods, and how much in net sales I'm making. That way I can figure out my profits and losses. That's it. Now, if anybody asks me how the wholesale works or how other things like when I have private label works, I track that to the T, because that process I can repeat over and over and over again. If I buy this cup in 3 colors, I want to know how many of the black, how many of the silver, how many of the white sold, how long it took to sell, where did they ship to, and all that kind of information, because I want to replicate that process. It's very difficult to replicate used product because let's just say I found this one flashlight in 5 years. I don't need a bunch of information. I just need to know that I made money. That's just me. Should you have an accounting system? Maybe if that helps you look at your business differently and be able to tell how much money you're making so that you make better decisions and less mistakes, go for it. But I don't use that. Plus the eBay backend, other than cost of goods, everything's on there. You can see sales, you can see average dollar, you can see when they sold, you can see all that information, so I don't really need it. And again, my cost of goods is on the back end on the custom SKU label. So if I ever want to see what that one product cost me, I can do that. Plus, I do average pricing. If I buy 100 items, one of them was 6 and one of them was 5 and one of them was 10, to me, that's not how I do it. If I bought 100 items and they cost me $1,000, those 100 items cost me $10. Not 6, not 5, not 7, not 10, not any of that. And if you want to see how my average pricing system works, I'm going to link it below. And last sale of the day, Hermenegildo Zegna pants. Men's 35 by 31, black denim, lightweight, chambray dress work. I got these suckers for $4, sold them for $40, $8.99 shipping, after fees, $31.48 is what I brought home. $27.48 in profit. And it took less than 1 day to sell. Hermenegildo Zegna is an excellent brand to pick up. I've sold his coats, his shirts, and now his pants. Because he's got slacks too, but these were more denim pants. And if you notice on the title, I put chambray lightweight. Chambray, even though it may not be exactly what people consider or reference as chambray, chambray just means it's a lightweight denim. When you put that in there, a certain other person that is not looking for Levi's thick, cut denim will see these pants and they'll sell faster. And that's it, everybody. Those were the top 9 items that sold in the category of pants. And to continue to support the channel, there's always logo stickers, hats, and t-shirts linked in the store below. You can also become a paid member of the channel and get perks like advanced video viewing, member shoutouts, and much more depending on your level. And remember, Resolutions gives you real solutions. As always, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace! And cheers. It's coffee. It's cold coffee now, but it's coffee. What's up, Bruce? What up, G? Where you going? G. Pants. What the